Hi there, welcome to Everything That Matters. We have been given the divine privilege to behold a brand new year, a new month, a new week, even a new day, and such privilege shouldn't be taken for granted. Um, we owe God our heartfelt gratitude, and this should be rendered on a continual basis. The central theme of today's conference is stress, and stress has to do with anything that causes you and I negative pressure. As we proceed, I would unveil to us the symptoms of stress, the causes of stress, the consequences of stress, and my proposed solution to stress. As an adult, have you noticed a sudden transition to hypersensitivity in contrast to your usual disposition as an adolescent? Or as an adolescent, have you become oversensitive to things that pose no threat to you as a child? Are most of your hair strands turning gray when you are not yet 50 years of age? Do you have difficulty enjoying a well cooked meal, even your favorite dish? On the other hand, do you suddenly have excessive cravings or uncontrolled appetite for anything edible? Are you experiencing strange swellings on your body, such as the limbs, the joints, and the temples, or unhealthy weight gain? On the other hand, are parts of your body emaciating, yet you're below 90 years of age? Or is it a case of unhealthy weight loss? Do you frequently gasp for breath in a locomotive or motionless state? An affirmative answer to any of the preceding questions that I just reeled off indicates a need to pay attention to the symptoms of stress and safeguard oneself from being a perpetual victim of stress. Let's look at the causes of stress. Among the several causes of stress, I choose to limit my list to 7, namely lies, ignorance, popularity, imbalance, restlessness, lateness, and pests. Are you in any kind of relationship, which could be religious, social, academic, marital, financial, professional, biological, and the like, with a habitual liar? Try to observe the aspects of your life that have been subjected to misery because of the liars that you had or might still have in your inner circle. Does the lack of knowledge of information cause stress? Certainly. Imagine that a well-meaning philanthropist decides to host the management staff of a charity foundation at the 7th floor of a skyscraper. In the absence of signposts or verbal directions that indicate where the escalator in the skyscraper is located, new visitors, like the invited management staff of the charity foundation, would use the stairway and end up exhausted upon reaching the 7th floor. Whereas a returning visitor to the skyscraper, like the well-meaning philanthropist, would simply use the escalator and save himself or herself from stress. Are you mostly a people pleaser? Do you always settle for what the majority dictates as the best choice or option? Do you often say yes when you should say no? Stress automatically accompanies anyone whose life thrives on receiving vain public recognition, compromising moral standards for the sake of fitting into a clique, or nurturing a two-faced person. Have you reaped fruitlessness Despite endless toil and heavy investment of resources, which could be spiritual resources, academic, marital, material, social, or financial resources, as much as we can, let's live our lives by the rule of moderation. Bible students, researchers, and teachers and audience can dig deep into Philippians chapter 4, verse 5, and Luke chapter 14, verse 8. Luke chapter 14, verse 28, to know more about moderation, which is a cure to imbalance. Remember, imbalance is one of the causes of stress. The one who created you and I made us as a replica of himself. Those of us who bond with our Creator can attest to the fact that His divine presence is ever refreshing. Why? Our Creator is always at ease with Himself. He neither sleeps nor slumbers, but gives Himself rest. So let's beware of everything that consistently deprives us of rest. Are you surrounded by givers or parasites? At home, in school, in your place of worship, at the workplace, and in your relationships or friendships generally? Does it seem obvious that you tend to encounter certain problems each time you associate with certain persons, or whenever certain people hang around you? When you accommodate pests in your life, you are welcoming stress. We all need to guard against procrastination. Some persons say that it's okay or it's safer to postpone little or easy tasks that are not urgent. But I wish to state that it's dangerous to delay any work because it is little or easy to do. These so-called insignificant tasks or jobs end up piling up to the point of becoming a big deal later on. As Jim Rohn, an author and respected marketing expert, would say, 1 week of procrastination can do serious damage to 1 month of one's life. In a timely fashion, saves one from stress. Let's look at some consequences of stress. Stress results to any of the following 12 consequences. 1. Mistaken identity. By this I mean carrying a wrong appearance or wearing a conflicting disposition without even noticing it personally. For instance, looking much older than your actual age. Some persons look age 90 when they are just 50 years old. Other identity include looking married when you're not, looking pregnant when you're not, looking sick when you're not, looking deflorated when you're still a virgin, and so on. Additional causes of stress include physical impairment. This is second on my list of the 12 causes of stress. And physical impairment could be poor eyesight, poor body posture. There are some persons that are permanently this way. They were not born that way, but stress has deformed their posture over time. The third cause of stress includes loss of appetite. We have depression, illness, anxiety, forgetfulness, malnutrition, loss of stamina, sexual impotency, and this is applicable to both male and female, harmful addictions, and untimely death. Feel free to add to my list of stress causes and consequences. by posting yours at the comment section by the end of this video. What are my proposed solutions to stress? I'll wrap up by saying that two sure ways to escape becoming a victim of this silent killer called stress are, first of all, bonding with your creator, and secondly, bonding with yourself. I will elaborate on both stress solutions at other platforms which will be communicated to you.